Looking for cheap NBA 2K MT coins or Madden coins? Head on over to buy2kmut.com for the cheapest coins online and use code CRUSH for 20% off your order. Link will be in the description. What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing an 82-0 Raptors rebuild challenge, but today we're actually collabing with another fellow My League YouTuber in TKE. His link to his video will be in the description, but today we're going to do 3 or 4 seasons total from start today. So start today being one of the seasons, and we're going to see who can get closest to 82-0. Like I said, the link to his video will be in the description after you guys watch this one. You guys can find out who got closest. So yeah, we're both going to be using the Toronto Raptors just to see who can get closest to 82-0. So instead of a most 90s rebuild challenge like I've done with Massa the last 2 times, I decided to change it up. We're going to do an 82-0 challenge. So this first season just simulated. We got bounced out in the first round, but this first season really doesn't matter. Of course, it's all about going 82-0 in the last season. So I'm not sure we're going to get 82-0. The last time I did this challenge, I was using the Detroit Pistons. I believe we went 75-7, which is pretty good. Hopefully we can beat that today, but let's go ahead and get started. So for the draft lottery, Raptors aren't going to have any lottery picks by any means, but we can at least get started here and kind of see what we got going on and if we even have our own pick. And it looks like we do with the 27th pick, and that's good. So we will definitely use our pick to our advantage, but right now we definitely need to hire the staff a little bit more. Nick Nurse is going to be great, but I'm going to get an A trainer, of course, and the assistant we're going to need as well, and we should be good there because we need a good staff to go 82-0. Not that I'm not really sure if it like changes a whole lot, but and I'm sure it helps a little bit. So let's go to the draft now. With the 27th pick, we're definitely going to be taking somebody here. We also have a 2nd round pick. I could trade up in this draft and maybe go for like Wiseman or something. He could definitely help me trade for somebody later on, but I don't think I will this time. I did that in the last video. So let's just go ahead and draft somebody with this 27th pick. And my plan is for this first off season is to resign everybody. That way I can make trades like throughout the video and kind of see where we want to go. And then I can find players that are, teams that are selling. We can get their star assets. And I'm going to go ahead and take, I think I'm going to take Zeke here out of Arizona, and we'll probably send him to the G League for this first season. He's going to be our backup center in the future probably. So welcome to the team. Player options: Terrence Davis, Stanley Johnson, Juan Hernandez. We'll accept all of those. And then for qualifying offers, Chris Boucher is a free agent. Like I said, I kind of want to resign everybody. So Serge Ibaka and Fred VanVleet, I do want to resign. And then obviously I'm going to need to free up money. I would go for Anthony Davis if we can get him. We do already have Siakam though at that power forward spot. But for right now, the only players I really want to trade right now are players that are on 1-year deals. So like we got OG Anunoby, but interestingly enough, he's going to have some good trade value. The only player I think I might trade right away is Patrick McCaw. Let's see if we get some picks for him. We can get a 1st round or 2nd. That's a 2nd round pick. That's a 1st rounder from the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is 2 stars trade value. Okay, that's interesting. That's probably going to be the pick we do, or the trade we do. And then we could also get 2 firsts from the Blazers, but another pick at 2-star trade value, and sometimes Cavaliers aren't very good. So yeah, we're going to do that trade. So now instead, OG Anunoby is going to be a good trade value. Norman Powell, Terrence Davis will be as well. Matt Thomas might have some decent trade value to him as well. Let's kind of see what he's got. He's got 2-star. That's not bad. What else do we got? Juan Hernandez. Let's trade these 2 players. I think I'm going to trade Matt Thomas and Juan Hernandez, I think, and that way we can get some picks for them as well. Let's see if we can do that. From the Utah Jazz, let's get some picks from them. And then let's go to also Matt Thomas and see if we get some picks for him as well. And we get a 1st rounder and DJ Wilson. Let's see if we get 2 for 1 here. Can we do that? Loud can Carr. Can anyone offer me 2 1st round picks for this guy? And it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So I'm going to take this for a trade and get DJ Wilson as well. So, and we'll also throw DJ Wilson on the trade finder because we really don't need to keep him. And let's get a 1st round pick for him if we can. Let's see if we can do that. Not really seeing anything just yet. A 2nd rounder, a 2nd rounder, a 1st rounder, but we have to trade a 1st rounder, a 2nd rounder. So I only got 2nd rounders. I guess I'll get Schofield in a second. That might not be too bad. And then we'll go ahead and throw Schofield in the trade finder one more time. See if we can get 1 more 1st round pick out of this. We can get a 2nd. The 1st rounders aren't really being offered to me right now. Ooh, we can get 2. Definitely. We're doing that. Okay, so that's gonna be the last one we do. But now, like I said, I want to resign everybody here. So maybe not Marc Gasol, but I will resign Fred VanVleet. He probably will have some decent trade value. I'm going to give him a lot of money. That way we can get him back and maybe use him in a trade later on. And then Serge Ibaka, I'll give him a 3-year deal. Boucher, I'll give a deal to as well. I'm going to get everybody back, and that way we can use some of these guys at the trade deadline to our advantage and trade for somebody good if we can. So I'm going to get Chris Boucher back on his qualifying offer, seems like, which kind of sucks because I wanted him to have some money to him, but that's all right. So when we look at our team right now, we have Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, Norman Powell, Terrence Davis, OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, and then literally we just need a big man, and we should be good for this first season. So obviously we're not going 82-0 this first season. I'm going to try to get a young player like maybe Scalabissiere. He might have some, I guess, decent trade value to him later on. So let's get Scalabissiere to be our backup power forward. And I think that's all we're going to do for this first offseason. Not very eventful, obviously, but we're kind of setting up for the long-term plan. So what I'm going to do, guys, is simulate to the end of season number 1. We'll probably stop at the trade. Actually, I guess this will be season number 2. But stop at the trade deadline to potentially make a trade already. But yeah, obviously, we're not set in stone just yet. But hopefully we get like some kind of star at the trade deadline. We're at the trade deadline, like I said we would stop at, and there's 2 players I want to get here. One is going to be Donovan Mitchell in the Jazz, and the other one's going to be De'Aaron Fox in the Kings. So they're both expiring contracts. Should be relatively, hopefully somewhat simple to get. We'll have to see, but I'm going to go for both of them. So let's see if we can get Donovan Mitchell first, who's usually pretty tough to get as of late. So he's got some trade value to him, obviously. We'll give you OG Anunoby and also Terrence Davis and see if they'll do this because they're both expiring anyway. They don't agree that. What about how valuable is this Cavaliers pick? It's 1.5 now. Okay, so that's not that great. All right, can we do this? And then I'll also throw you, the 2020. Their 2021 pick's pretty valuable. They don't agree to that. And then what about our 2021 pick as well? I'll also throw you this 2022 Raptors pick, and they agree. So we got Donovan and Mitchell. So now let's go to De'Aaron Fox, who shouldn't be too tough to get. This will give us the backcourt we kind of want. So obviously I just gave up a lot for Donovan Mitchell, but he's going to be a 90 and eventually going to be our starting shooting guard of the whole video. But Kyle Lowry is on a 1-year deal, so I definitely am interested in maybe getting rid of him. We'll have to see what we can do with him. But other than that, for De'Aaron Fox right now, no, they can't afford Kyle Lowry. Okay, what if I give you Fred VanVleet? That's not going to work either. Serge Ibaka potentially for De'Aaron Fox. I'll give you this 2021 pick. They don't agree to that. And I'll also give you this 2024 Raptors pick. Not agreeing to that. And I'll also throw you, can I give you Omri Caspi? Is that going to make it work? Probably not. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and throw somebody else instead. How about I give you Scalabissiere? You agree? Okay, so we got De'Aaron Fox relatively cheap. So we got a little nice backcourt. So obviously De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell are going to be a huge part of this video. And then Kyle Lowry, I definitely want to get rid of him as well. Because obviously he's going to be expiring and it's just no need to have him. So let's go ahead and try to throw him up and see what we can get. If I get a couple young players here, that would be great. That's kind of the goal right now. But I'll also take anybody that maybe still will be under contract that I can trade in the offseason. Like Oubre and Dwayne Dedman. Yusuf Nurkic, honestly, he's got a team option, I believe, which he does. That's not too much money. We could definitely maybe trade him in the offseason. There's also John Wall, and we got to give it Fred VanVleet. Tobias Harris might be the move, actually. Yeah, I think we get Tobias Harris for now. He'll at least be under contract to where we could trade him in the offseason for maybe picks or something. So, yeah, obviously the team's going to look a little different here, but right now we have De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, Tobias Harris, Siakam, Boucher, Fred VanVleet, Norman Powell, Omri Caspi, Weston Matthews. We're obviously not done by any means, but we still have a lot of work to do. But the fact that we got De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell here is great. I'm very excited about that. So let's go ahead and keep simulating and see how this team finishes out in season number 2. At the end of season number 2, Giannis Antetokounmpo is your MVP. Rookie of the year goes to LaMelo. Schroeder's your 6-man Kawhi defense player. And John Morant's your most approved. And coach of the year goes Mike Budenholzer. So yeah, it really doesn't matter how well we do in these playoffs. Obviously, championships help, but it again really doesn't matter. We went 25 points from Siakam, 25 from Donovan Mitchell, 18 from Tobias Harris, and 17 from De'Aaron Fox. We still have players we can trade this offseason, which is great. Let's go ahead and simulate these playoffs and see what happens. We're up 1-0 on the Celtics. We're the 3rd seed in the East. As if you couldn't tell, we're up 2-1 on the Celtics. Can we get into the second round? It looks like it's going pretty good, and we might go to a game 7. And no, we beat them in 6, and now we're playing the Brooklyn Nets, who I'm sure have Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, as we jump up 1-0 on them. They do even it up. We're up 2-1. Can we make it to the Eastern Conference Finals in this second season? Looking pretty good thus far, and we do beat the Nets in 7. Now we're playing the Milwaukee Bucks. Unfortunately, they're up 3-1 on us, though, and we do get eliminated in the Eastern Conference Finals. No big deal, though, as we're going to have some good free agents to go after. Hopefully, I can find a way to get Kawhi or Giannis. Ideally, I want Giannis because I had Kawhi in the last 82-0 rebuild, but obviously I wouldn't be upset with getting Kawhi. But then again, I'm going to have to sign Donovan Mitchell and De'Aaron Fox as well, so I don't know how well that's going to work out. So we'll have to see what happens. But for our 2021 picks, we did trade a lot. If I did keep that Jazz pick, it looks like it would have been at number 9. And then other than that, or the 27th pick, I guess we traded our pick to the Jazz, which is 27th. I don't think we have any picks. I don't think we do. No, we do not. I traded like all my 2021 first. So No big deal though. I'm not really worried about it. Obviously, I do want to garner more first round picks in this offseason, but for right now, the staff is in good shape, so I don't think I'm going to change anything there. I will get Trent Peterson's twin brother and Ryan Johnson though. As you can tell, they're kind of twins there. But let's go to the draft now, and that's kind of what we want to do from here. Is we kind of want to look at team intel again and see what we can do here. But then again, I do want to look at free agency. I don't know how much cap space we're going to have, and then trying to re-sign some of our guys might be a little tough. So obviously the Suns are selling, but we kind of have a backcourt already. And then Karl-Anthony Towns, they're rebuilding with Karl-Anthony Towns. That could be interesting. We would maybe find a way to get him. He'd be my only exception. If I get Karl-Anthony Towns before free agency, I would definitely be all right with that, but I don't think that's going to be possible. So I'll go ahead and offer Tobias Harris, and we'll also offer, let's say we offered maybe Fred VanVleet as well. They can't even afford that. Okay, so, but one thing I do want to do for sure is definitely trade Tobias Harris before we get into free agency, because obviously we're not going to have money if we keep him. So we can get Zach LaVine, but we don't need a backcourt. We can get Drummond as well. I was kind of looking to just dump him off for some picks. Obviously, that's not going to be totally possible. What if I gave you... Okay, so they're going to have to give me Alec Burks. And then what if you gave me a first as well? Could you do that? Could you do something like that? They don't like that deal. I'll also give you... not really wanting to give him up. Okay, so this isn't going to look very good. So never mind. We're going to have to wait. Let's wait till after the draft and see if we can get something going there. But right now, no trades are really being offered. But player options, Norman Powell accepts his option. Qualifying offers, De'Aaron Fox, Boucher are free agents, and so is Donovan Mitchell. I do want to offer De'Aaron Fox and Donovan Mitchell contracts in moratorium. That way, obviously, we can get them back. But I still need to trade. Let's see. How much money am I going to have? I don't have a lot. So let's see if we're going to renounce. I'm also going to renounce Boucher. I want to trade everybody. I want to trade Tobias Harris, obviously. That's one thing I do want to do right now. We need to get rid of this contract because we don't need it. Maybe I should have just let Kyle Lowry expire, but we can get Hutchinson and Gafford. That'll free up a lot of money for us. I'm going to look for some picks just in case. We can also get Mitchell Robinson, who eventually I'm going to try to get him anyway. So you know what? We'll bring him in early. We'll get Mitchell Robinson because obviously he was a huge part of us going 80, almost 82-0 last time. And he's so cheap. It's not even funny. He's literally making $1 million. So definitely liking that. And then there's Siakam. Fred VanVleet's contract's kind of big and Norman Powell's contract's kind of big. So I'm going to go ahead and offer Norman Powell up as well. Get rid of him. We can get Gafford in a first. I like that deal. That's going to be good for us. And then I think we should have some money, $36 million. We probably do need to trade Fred VanVleet as well, which I will be doing right now. Fred VanVleet, I do want to keep you if I can, but I just don't think it's going to be possible. Let's try to keep him. We get McDaniels and Nasir Little, but I have to give up. I don't like that deal. Brandon Clark and Tyus Jones. I'll take Brandon Clark off your hands, but I don't want... okay, so they need to give me somebody making a lot of money. Justice Winslow. All this for Fred VanVleet. They want Mitchell Robinson. Can't do that. Okay, you know what? We're going to try to get Kawhi and Giannis without renouncing anybody real quick. Okay, so Kawhi actually signed a contract. So hopefully we can get Giannis somehow. So Kawhi is not out here. Tatum is here. Neither is Paul George, interestingly enough. I'll offer Tatum a contract. And then I also need to make sure I offer Donovan Mitchell a contract right away. That way he can't match anything. And then, oh, I might have messed up by, let's see. Can we get Giannis? We can get Giannis. Okay, we can get Giannis. That's good. So we can get Giannis. I need to make sure I find a way to get this done. The Celtics have matched my offer sheet, which is fine. I also want to throw De'Aaron Fox a contract. That way he goes on his qualifying offer. So Donovan Mitchell, of course. That's what, okay. Okay. Let's try this again. Let's see if I can get this to go through without, let's see what would happen. Okay, so obviously I can't do this yet. What if okay, so what if I traded Fred VanVleet's contract? If I traded Fred VanVleet's contract, I feel like we could do this for sure. Let's do this trade. Straight up. Can I get a first from you? No, we're not interested. Okay, how about if I give you a couple of 1 second? Okay, they agree. Hopefully I can afford all this. Yes, I can. So I can get De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, and Giannis. That's what I'm talking about. That's kind of what my goal was. That's great. So we literally have a starting five right now. De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, no small forward right now, but we will be moving Giannis to small forward actually. So Giannis will go to small forward. So we'll have De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, Giannis, Siakam, and Mitchell Robinson. So that's great. That's awesome. I think I'll move maybe Zeke to power forward, I guess, because obviously we kind of need a power forward or backup power forward right now. So that's looking great. I love this roster already, which is great. And we might eventually trade some of them, but it's looking good. I mean, very good. I don't know if we still have money left. We have $28 million left. also after that, which is awesome. So let's go spend this money wisely. What do we want to do here? I kind of want to get players I can trade the trade deadline for maybe something great if I can. Let's go for let's see, there's Schroeder, Devontae Graham. Who's the youngest that might be making like actually that's not gonna really help me. Point guards, we can get Kyle Lowry, but he's making a little too much money. Dinwiddie is also an option. I think I might give Spencer Dinwiddie a contract. You can trade him at the trade deadline. We'll also offer what do we need? We don't need a backup shooting guard necessarily. We need a backup small forward or point guard. So we just offered Dinwiddie a contract, so let's go for a backup small forward as well. I'll go ahead and offer Josh Hart a contract. Let's see if we can get both those guys. We can get Josh Hart. Can we get Dinwiddie as well? He's still mulling his offers. We might get Boucher. We can't get Dinwiddie. That's going to be a little too much money. So point guards, okay. We should be able to afford him. Like, we should almost be able to afford him. We'll accept that. He accepts another offer. All right, one Schroeder. What about Schroeder? Schroeder definitely makes a lot. Okay, there we go. So we got Dennis Schroeder. Definitely can use him in a trade later on, and we'll probably get Boucher back. So yeah, this is looking pretty good so far. I like it. I like it a lot. So let's go ahead, similar to the end of season number 3. Obviously, we're not ready to go 82-0 yet, but this was our second off season. We're gonna probably stop the trade deadline, maybe make another trade for another star or something. We'll have to see what we can do, but I'm loving this team already. We got a 99. I'm gonna try to look for like another Steph, Kawhi, if they become available. We'll see what we can do. But like I said, let's go ahead, similar to the end of season number 3, and let's see how this team does. At the end of season number 3, where it looks like we're either gonna finish 67-15 or 67 or 68-14. So not a bad season. I really tried to trade for some of the trade deadline, but there was literally no one that was worth it that was available. It just wasn't working, man. I was trying to go for maybe a Kawhi, maybe a, I don't know, Stephen Curry, Zion Williamson, but nothing just really came available. So unfortunately, we really couldn't do that. But Giannis is an MVP. But other than that, we did have a very good season, 68-14. But the fact that we went 68-14 and only season number 3 is great. I feel like we can get better than that. It just kind of depends on how I'm going to upgrade this team, because I have no idea how we're virtually going to do that. We're up 3-0 on the Hawks, and if we can win this championship, that would obviously be awesome. Let's go over the stats real quick. That way you guys all know what's going on there. So we had 28 from Giannis, 21 from Donovan Mitchell, 18 from Siakam, and 15 from Schroeder. So, I mean, things look good, right? It's just a matter of, I wanted to upgrade. I wanted to get like another 95 plus. It just wasn't available, man. There was just nothing out there, and I virtually couldn't make anything happen. So we do beat the Magic in 4 as well. It looks like we're sweeping the East thus far, although the 76ers do win 1 on us, but we beat them. So can we go 16-1? No, we do not. And 2-1, 3-1, and we go 16-2 in these playoffs, which is great. But obviously the goal is to go 82-0. So this is going to be our last off season, and the upcoming season is our last season to go 82-0. So yeah, definitely nervous. What's player retirement look like? Or LeBron James didn't retire, so there's a chance we might be able to get LeBron. He's pretty easy to trade for as the later you go on, which would be awesome to get him, obviously. But it looks like we're gonna have a lottery pick. We have 2 lottery picks actually, and that's great. We have the 12th and the 14th pick. We definitely use those to our advantage. But for right now, staff signing, we're gonna get Nick Nurse back, unless if I should go for maybe Greg Popovich. He's got A+. I'm gonna go for Greg Popovich instead. I'll also offer Nick Nurse a contract though as well, because he's been great, obviously. So let's see if we get one of those guys. We can't get Greg Popovich, so I think I'll go for Greg Popovich just because his ratings are a little bit better. Let's go to the draft, and let's look at team intel one more time, and before we get past this, and let's see if anyone is not untouchable. That might be very interesting to get. Like, Karl Towns isn't untouchable, so maybe that could be interesting. Lillard's untouchable. Stephen Curry's untouchable. I'm just gonna keep looking real quick just to make sure I'm not missing anybody that might be like available. Like Tatum's available. We can make something like that happen. Simmons was also available. Clippers will never trade Kawhi. And then Trae Young's untouchable. Let's see what else we got. The Jazz are selling, but Rudy Gobert obviously is available, but not really going to be a huge upgrade. The only thing I can think to do, and Kevin Durant and Kyrie are untouchable, but what about LeBron James on the Lakers? He is untouchable. Okay, I kind of want to go for LeBron, or the other option I have is maybe Ben Simmons on the 76ers. That could be interesting. We want to go for that maybe. I don't know if we can make this work. If we can maybe get him, let's try it. So let's say we offered you, I know if I move Ben Simmons to small forward, he goes up quite a bit. Do I offer them Siakam or Simmons? Is that worth it? Because Simmons will go up like a lot if I move him to small forward. Siakam's not going to go up in overall. Do I do this? I think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna offer 2 of these lottery picks for Ben Simmons. I'm not gonna go too crazy with it. I'll offer you these first as well. They're not agreeing just yet. I'll also give you this Pelicans pick. They're still not agreeing to that. I'll give you that. Okay, so they're not agreeing to this at all. How about if I gave you Josh Hart instead? What about, yeah, Josh Hart? What if I gave you Josh Hart? They can't agree to that. So never mind. Let's just go ahead and draft these 2 players and we'll call it good here because we're not gonna be able to get Ben Simmons. My hope is LeBron James becomes available. That's kind of my hope right now. And maybe we'll be able to trade for him, but we'll see. Let's go to our next pick. Or if we can, we will go for Ben Simmons. I'm probably gonna move Ben Simmons to small forward. So let's go for those 2 guys and send the end on that. Maybe they'll have some decent trade value. We can come back to that 76ers trade. 75 and 77 might be able to help us out. And then we're gonna accept all of these. Then qualifying offers, we're not gonna worry about any of those guys, of course. But for free agency, we do have quite a bit to resign. How much money do we have? We do have a lot. No, we don't have a lot, I meant to say. We're gonna get all 3 of these guys back if we can. So let's go ahead and make sure we get these guys back because obviously we can't glitch it any longer. So let's go ahead and make sure we get all of our guys back. I'm gonna give them all the contracts. I'll also offer Mitchell Robinson a contract. And let's even get all 3 of our guys back. And it looks like we will be able to, because that's going to be important. That's step number 1 to the offseason, making sure we bring the core back. So that should be good. And I didn't give anybody a no trade clause, so that's going to be great. Let's sign all these guys back. And then we need to worry about going for 1 more star. And looks like we're going to get them all back. No problems. Great. Okay. We still have money to sign a mid-level, which is great. But now I'm going to go look back at Team Intel and see if the Lakers have changed their opinion on LeBron. And they still haven't. And then there's also Ben Simmons, which I think Ben Simmons is going to be the guy I go for. I'm going to try to get him, and I'm going to move him to small forward or power forward. So hopefully we can do that. I will offer you Siakam again, and I'll also offer you this first and this other first, and I'll also offer you the 2 players I just drafted with this guy being one of them, which this should be able to go through, I think. And then I'll also offer you the other guy as well, if they'll do this. Who was the other guy? This guy. We're not agreeing just yet. I'll also throw you 2 more firsts for Ben Simmons. They agree. So we got Ben Simmons. And now what I want to do with him is move into small forward or power for small forward probably. Giannis is only going to go down 1 and actually stays at a 99. So Ben Simmons is going to go up quite a bit. Obviously, they don't really fit together, but this is 2K, so that doesn't really matter. But that's great. That's looking good. So now we have De'Aaron Fox, Schroeder still, Donovan Mitchell, Nesmith, Ben Simmons, Josh Hart, Giannis, Zeke, and Mitchell Robinson, Daniel Gafford. So, I mean, we kind of have a full rotation. I hope trading Siakam is not going to kill me. I think it's going to be helpful. I still want to try to trade for 1 more player if I can. I'm offering Chandler Hudson a contract. We might have some decent trade value, but let's see one last time before we start this official season if we can trade for somebody else. I'm going to try. Let's see if we can do that. So let's go to training camps and see if anyone changes their mind on their team intel. Is anyone going to be rebuilding? Is anyone going to be selling? We could probably trade Dennis Schroeder for somebody, or we could keep him. We'll see what we can do because I kind of want to get in 1 more 95 plus if I can, and let's see if we can do that. So player progression, let's go see. I actually skipped it, so that's fine. But we got 1 more season, boys. 1 more season to go 82-0. We went 68-14. We just traded Siakam for Ben Simmons. I'm hoping that move doesn't kill me, but I think it's going to help. I think it'll help, but we'll see. Hopefully it does help. But we're going to auto-generate these rookies because we're not going to do another season past this. But for Team Intel now, one last time. Harden is still untouchable. The Suns, DeAndre Ayton's available. I don't know if that's going to help me too much, though. I like Mitchell Robinson. I don't really want to upgrade. Steph Curry's untouchable. Is LeBron untouchable? That's the question. I kind of want to go for Braun if I can get him. We'll see. Tatum's not untouchable. That could be interesting if we want to go for him. But we don't really need another forward is the problem. Trae Young is not untouchable. Oh, that is going to be the target, I think. Trae Young is about to be the target. I bet he already got paid as well. So I think that might be the guy we go for. LeBron's still untouchable. Trae Young is not untouchable. That's going to be my target. Let's go for him. All right, so I'm going to go to the Hawks. Trae Young, did he get paid already? He did. Awesome. So Trae Young, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him, but I'm going to try. So we're going to go ahead and offer De'Aaron Fox so we don't really need him anymore. And we need more in this trade. I'll also offer Schroeder because we'll have a lot of scoring, but they can't afford that. Okay. What if I gave you this guy instead? They don't agree to that. I'll give you all this for Trae Young. Oh, come on, baby. Give me Trae Young. I'll also offer you this guy. Okay. Also, does this guy have any trade value? No, he does not. Okay. And I'll also give you Noah Hutchinson. I can't agree to that, man. It's a lot. but I think it's gonna be worth it. Still can't agree to it. That's a lot of our depth, and they're not budging, are they? I'll throw Josh Hart, and they can't afford that. Okay. What if I took him out? No, they're still gonna afford that. 3-star trade value. I'll also give you Nesmith. They can't afford that, man. Okay, 2 more firsts for Trae Young, and they're not doing it. Okay, what about instead of De'Aaron Fox, what if I give you Schroeder? Does he have a better trade value? He has 3.5, so yeah, it's not really that much better. Oh, that sucks, man. I thought I was gonna be able to make this work. Okay, what about Donovan Mitchell? What about Donovan Mitchell? I'd rather keep Donovan Mitchell, but if this is gonna get me Trae Young, I'm all for it. And that's not gonna work. I'll also throw you this, and I'll also throw you Chandler Hutchinson and this guy as well. Come on. Ah, man, Trae Young. I thought I'd be able to get him, but he's just too hard to get, it looks like. That sucks, man. Definitely would have been a huge piece, but it's not gonna work, it looks like. Oh man, that sucks. I feel like I can make this work. I just got to find a way to get it done, man. I'm gonna try a little bit more. If I can get them, it would be so amazing. All right, so now I find this interesting. So I was like, you know what, I gotta look at who they're targeting. Joe Harris. If I could find Joe Harris, would this change their mind? So let's go see if I can find Joe Harris and see if they would take him. So let's see if they would give me Joe Harris. Is he a free agent? Oh, he's a free agent. Oh, I can't afford him. Okay, what about Bol Bol? He's gonna be tough to get. What about Bol Bol? Let's see where Bol Bol is. He's only making 2 million. Okay, he's on the Nuggets. Let's see what they'd want for him. Zeke and Chandler Hutchinson. They'll give me Devin Vassell. I don't mind that, actually. I think we'll do this. So Bol Bol, hopefully we can move him to power forward, and that would intrigue them a little bit more. So we got Bol Bol. He definitely could be nice for us as well if we just want to keep him. But let's go to the Hawks again. I'm still gonna try to make this work. All right, so instead I will throw in De'Aaron Fox. Still, they wanted Bol Bol on their target list, so I have him now. So Bol Bol as well. I'll throw you these 3 firsts, and I'll also throw you Devin Vassell. Okay, they can't agree to that. I'll give you also Nesmith. Oh my gosh, this is so impossible. Gafford as well. You can agree to that. I'll give you this guy, Stanton Kidd. Oh my lord, I cannot believe they won't agree to this. That's gonna be too much money. 3 more million in this trade. Can you have anybody that's making money that's not really good? Jabari Parker. Bro, why is Trae Young so hard to get? You know what? It is what it is. We can't get him, man. So when we look at our team now, we just can't get him. We got Bol Bol. So, I mean, I don't know if that's much of an upgrade, but Trae Young would have been awesome, but I tried so long to get him. It's not working. So we're going to just keep it with what we got. So hopefully this team can go 82-0. Trae Young, man, you're killing me, bro. That would have been crazy if I would have gotten him, but we'll get Bol Bol instead. So that's nice. But let's look at this final rotation. Let's see how it's going to look. I'm definitely intrigued. I think this should be very nice. We got a 10-man rotation. I don't like that a lot. So Donovan Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox, Ben Simmons, Giannis, Mitchell Robinson, Bol Bol, Schroeder, Josh Hart, and Daniel Gafford. That's pretty nice. Proficiency's 4-star at defense. Can we go up anywhere? I guess let's just stay at defense. Well, let's see how well this team can do, man. Try to get Trae Young. It's not going to work, but let's see how well this team can do. All right, boys, we've lost 6 games thus far. So we're 65-6 right now. Let's see if we get to 76-6. So unfortunately, we won't be going 82-0. I feel like if I could have gotten Trae Young, man, I feel like that would have been a game changer, but I just couldn't get him. But right now, we only have 1 loss to the Phoenix Suns that you can see. I started out 10-0, and then we lost our first game. So 10-0, then we went 10-1. But at least we'll reach the 70-game threshold, which is great. Last season we didn't. Oh, we lose another one, which kind of sucks. Can we another one? Oh man, come on, baby. At least win 70 games. Okay, 70-8. All right, not bad. Can we win? Can we go 74-8 by chance? 71-8. That's not bad. One of these days, man. One of these days we're gonna get it. I feel like we're getting so close. You know, it's not bad. I'm definitely getting better at these challenges, I feel like. And we finish 73-9. Are you kidding me? I was kind of hoping for 74-8, but we finished 73-9. That's not terrible. It's not the greatest in the world either, though. We'll have to see how TKE did. But let's go ahead and still my current round against the Brooklyn Nets. So, man, if I could have paired Trae Young, Giannis, and Ben Simmons together, Would have been so nasty, man. I feel like that definitely would have been the closest I've ever could have gotten. I just unfortunately could not pry Trae Young away from the Atlanta Hawks, man. But this was our rotation that got it done. De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, Simmons, Giannis, Mitchell Robinson. I feel like if I upgraded this point guard spot, definitely could have been what I needed. But unfortunately, we just couldn't get it done. But for the stats, we also had 22, 21, 17, and 17. And 16 from Schroeder as well. But let's see if we won another championship. We are down 1-0 to the Celtics. We even it up, which is good. 2-1, 3-1. And if we can win one last championship, at least that'll be, you know, kind of nice. But let's see about these playoffs. Playing the 76ers now, who we took Ben Simmons away from them. 3-0. We beat them in 4, and now we get to play the Denver Nuggets. We're up 1-0. They even it up. We're up 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, and we beat them in 6. So we went on a championship. So 73-9, we tied the Warriors record. We were definitely better in the Pistons one, but I still like this team. It did pretty good. Kind of sucks that we weren't able to go higher than that. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to watch TK8 or TKE's video as well, and also subscribe to him if you haven't. He's definitely another Miley YouTuber up and coming. Help him out if you can. Anyways, guys, this is Crushables. I'm saying peace.